Today, as we have two games, will be here today, starting with Addis going up against Padres Impact live at Gunner Park Stadium, and later on here on Super Saturday, Goldfield Boys United will go up against here today against Parantos. And let's get straight to the first match to talk about. It is between, of course, Addis and Padres Impact. Let's start with Jimmy Hansberg to talk about these two teams. Obviously, Addis, of course, did pick up a defeat against RB Newport in their previous matchup, like what happened last week as well for the Padres Impact. They've actually won 2 games in a row. Their first 2 games of the season, they've won 2 matches. They won last week against Los Andreas Soccer Club. They also won against Wen, or 2-1 at their home ground, of course, a couple of weeks back. They're in a good form, they are, Padres. But let's start with the home team, Addis. What's your thoughts on them today? You know, today is a very, very big game for Addis because it wasn't good enough last week, losing to RB Newport at the Olympic Stadium. I know that RB Newport did very, very well a lot against them and hitting them and pressing onto their defence, and they really did very well because of that. But however, for Addis, of course, they really were slow how the way they built to the attack. They've been very slow how the way they play, and it's nothing like Addis really, because Addis always played quick flow of soccer last season, but this season they've been a bit slow, and hitting on the counter attack's been slow, and obviously the defence of RB Newport found it easy to break them down, the attack. So to be honest with you, today they're at home again. They've got to get back to that game plan. They've only won 1 game this season against, of course, Chesapeake in the opening game of the season a couple of weeks back. But they have to bounce back after the defeat on Sunday last week, because we all know that Joachim Löw's team want to get to a good start to the season. They don't want any problems of injuries or any issues during the whole team. Start the season, they want to try and go there, express themselves, get a lot of wins in the bag, because they want to compete for the league title. And I know that it's been 3 seasons now. They've been in the Champions League places qualifying every single season. They want to do a lot better than that. But by doing that, it's by, winning the league. And they want to do that, of course, this season. So it'd be interesting, of course, for Addis to see how they play today. But we'll see. What about Padres Impact? Because they've done an absolutely incredible job, Christopher Galt has done in his first 2 games in charge. I never expected Padres to do very, very well as they are now. They beat Wernord in the first game of the season in their new stadium in the first matchup 2 weeks back. Then they won against Los Andreas by a 1-0 on Sunday. What's really changed, I think, for Galta's team? I think compared to what Unai Emery did last season, and even Galta's doing this new season, I just think that these 2 managers are different, how the way they play. I think for Unai Emery, he really played more defensive soccer at the back, really played defensive last season. Okay, they play attack as well. They had to use that in their methods as well, they did. But at the same time, they were very slow how they built a lot in that last season. But this season, they've been very, very quick. The last 2 games, how the way they play the ball, not the ball about. They've been very fast-paced, the counter-attacking. And it's not like Padres, really. And I think Galta's probably motivate the players to do that, because if they do that, attacking-wise, quick style of play, knocking the ball about as fast as they possibly can, they're going to get goals and chances. And they've done that quite a lot in the last 2 matches. And they want to carry on this winning momentum. And today, to beat Addis Gunners will be a big ask, but we'll see how the team's got under the bag against Addis. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. Absolutely there, Jimmy Hansberg. Let's go now to the lineup before we get to the managers. Let's start the lineup here today with the 2 teams. So the official lineups for these 2 teams, starting with Addis Gunners. Up front we have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Luis Suarez. In midfield we have Angel Di Maria and Toni Kroos, with Bastian Schweinsteiger and Mesut Ozil. In defence we have in left back Ryan James, Ruben Diaz, Sergio Ramos, and right back Leon Sago, and goalkeeper Oliver Kahn. The official lineup for Padres Impact, we have Lacazette, Eric Cantona, with Thomas Lemar, Nicolas Dardana and Nicolas Pepe, and in central midfield Zinedine Zidane. In defence we have Mtavi, and also with Toby Alderweireld, Dragovic, and also Remy Lex, and also goalkeeper will be Hugo Lloris. And now let's get to the managers. We'll go now to Joachim Low and also with Christopher Galter. Joachim Low, today your team, of course, are playing at home against Padres Impact. Any thoughts about this match? Yeah, well, we need to do as great and really, really intensive game. We need to be on top of them today because we lost in our last game against RB Newport. And we have to understand that Padres Impact, we can't take them lightly today because they've been a very good team. Yeah, in the last 2 games, they've done very well, of course, beating Waynord at their home ground and also beating Los Andreas on Sunday last week. So we can't take this team lightly today. We know that they're going to be a tough team today. We know they're going to be on top of us today. We know that they got a new coach in this new season. And we have to not take this team lightly today. So we got to be very focused today and make the home supporters very, very proud of our team. Because we were here last couple of weeks ago, we won 1-0. Wasn't good enough to win 1-0. We wanted to score more goals and entertain these fans. But at the moment, it's not looking okay. But at the same time, we're going to take Padres lightly today. So we have to make sure that we are on top of them throughout the whole game, no matter what. Okay, thank you very much there, Joachim Low. Yeah, thank you. Christopher Galter, today you are playing here today against Addis Gunners. And you've done very, very well in the last 2 games. Won 2 games in the trot. You're 3rd in the league with 6 points. How does it feel? Bonjour, je m'appelle. We done very well in my last game against je m'appelle Los Angeles. We won in our last other game against Waynord, and that was fantastic. That we got 6 points in the first 2 games of the season. But we want to try to win, try to give a good, beautiful game today, and we want to do it again. But to come here today into this stadium to play Addis is not going to be easy because we know we can't take every game lightly. The matter if we are against a top team, a team who are above us from last season. So we can't take games lightly every game. We got to be consistent, and we have to show passion to win. And if we do that today, then we might perhaps win the whole, of course, the whole game. It'll be good, but we'll see how our team plays. So we'll see. We've got to have a magnificent game and try to win. But it'll be difficult away from home. But I'll try to motivate the players again, like I've done the last 2 games, and see where it takes us into the match. Thank you very much there, Christopher Galter. Enjoy the game. Je m'appelle. Thank you. Let's get to the game here today between Addis and also Padres Impact. Today, a lunchtime game, or 2 o'clock game, they say here today on Super Saturday. It is Addis versus Padres Impact for Matchday 3 here on Super Saturday. As we all know that Padres Impact have got a 2-win record so far this season. However, Addis have only won 1 game this season and lost the other against RB Newport last week. But could Addis get the victory here today against Padres to try and, get a 2nd win of the season? We have to wait and see about that. But Padres, however, under Christopher Galter, they've won 2 games already this season. They've beaten Waynord in the first game of the season a couple of weeks back. The last-minute goal was scored in that game. And then, however, Padres continue that run to beat Los Andreas last week by only a 1 narrow goal win against them, Los Andreas FC. That was last week. But this week, they're playing Addis. Could they do the exact same thing away from home like they did against Waynord? 2-1 perhaps? We have to wait and see about that. So Joachim loves Addis, of course. They did lose last week against RB Newport. Did actually beat Chesko Blue Tigers in the opening game of the season. And here we go, and let's get this match underway in the PremierLiga here today. It is, of course, Addis going up against here today against Padres Impact. And let's get it underway right now. Now here's a chance here from Sago. Suarez. Oh, what a save there from Hugo Lloris there. Very good save from him. And he makes it a save for Padres Impact in the game. They know that they want to win this game today because what happened they want to continue that winning run, of course, to this 3rd game of the season. They win their 3rd straight win and 3 games in, 3 wins, and they want to do that today away from home. But it'll be difficult because we're against a tough side at Addis. You've got to bear that in mind.
And we all know that they've got no European soccer anymore, of course, Padres, as they came 8th in the league last season. So they won't even participate in any European competition. That's a good thing in a way, because that helps them to concentrate on the league. If they can do a lot better without any European competition. They want to play Champions League every year. That's what they want to do. I know they sacked Unai Emery, of course, after the Euros, after the Europa League final way back in June this year, and then they got in Christopher Galter, the guy who won Ligue 1 for Lille last season. He's now the manager of Padres. He's done a very incredible job so far, winning 2 wins straight from Padres, now 3rd in the league at the moment. But now here's a chance here now for Pepe. Header away there from Sergio Ramos, the defender for Addis here. Now here's Zinedine Zidane, lost the ball here now to Luis Suarez on the counter-attack here for Addis Gunners. Now is Mesut Ozil. Oh, he tried there. He failed to do that, unfortunately. There now is Eric Cantona. Won the ball back. Now Aubameyang is getting the ball, chasing through, but good defending there from Padres Impact. Very good defending for them to keep the ball to themselves in the match. Now bashing Schweinsteiger. Now is Mesut Ozil. And now Suarez. Good defending again. And we all know that Addis Gunners have got to play in the Champions League matchup this week. I think they've got to play in their match. I think it's against AC Milan, I think. I'm not even sure. Is it between AC Milan or Atletico Madrid in their group, in Group H? They've got to play during Wednesday in the Champions League Matchday 2. And obviously Addis did lose last week against RB Newport. They want to try and get back in winning run, of course, because they want to try and be one of the title contenders this season. Even Jurgen Klopp said that after every year keeping finishing 4th every year in the top 4, but they want to try and do better than that by hopefully winning the PremierLiga title. And can they do that? We'll have to wait and see, of course. Now Sago won the ball back here in a very good position. He's going to go to a counter-attack here. There's a chance for Luis Suarez. He tried to, and now Di Maria. Oh, it went wide. He tried to get a goal there, he did, but that went wide for a goal kick. Good opportunity right there, though. Yeah, Zidane trying to clear it out, and then Di Maria got the ball, had a strike, and it went, wide for a goal kick. Now boots the ball out. Now Mtavi. Now Dragovic. Now is Zinedine Zidane. Now is Itavi. It's going to be now a free kick. Now head away. There's Ozil. Now is Remy Lex. Now is a chance here now from Lemar. Now Remy Lex. Now is Pepe. Now a header again here. And that is the half-time whistle. It's Addis Gunners 0, Padres Impact 0 at the break. We are back here now for the second half of the match, and it's 0-0 at half-time, and we are back from the break. It's Addis Gunners going up against Padres Impact in a singles match, of course. We all know that. We all know it's 0-0, and Padres Impact, of course, had a very good start to the season, winning 2 games in a row in the first 2 games of the season. Can they get a third win in their third match? But against Addis, now it's a chance here from Pepe, and he scores! And speaking of which, Padres Impact have got the lead at the Gunner Park Stadium. And they win today, they'll go top of the PremierLiga. And what a goal it was. And Nicolo Pepe has made it 1-0 to Padres Impact. And that is huge for them, because we all know that win today, 3 wins out of 3, in the league and top of the PremierLiga as it stands at the moment. All thanks to Nicola Pepe to score at the Gunner Park Stadium. What is wrong with Joachim Löw's team? They've actually won one game in the first match against Chesko Blue Tigers, lost against RB Newport last game away from home, but today they've conceded a goal, a silly goal away, and it's 1-0 Padres. So there might be 2 losses straight for Addis, it could be. Now Sago. Now Luis Suarez. Shot. Oh, save there from Hugo Lloris. A very good save from him. And yeah, very good indeed for him, for the team. Good strike there from Suarez. Good save there from the Frenchman for his one-handed save. He'd be very happy about that one. I know Hugo Lloris knows that he was the number 2 he was under Stéphane Rillivet last season, but unfortunately he left the club to join St Etienne back to France again. So Hugo Lloris takes his place as number 1 goalkeeper. And he's done a very good job at the moment here. There's a chance here for Padres to get out the ball away here. Very good there. And now here's Zinedine Zidane. Now pass it to Nicola Pepe. And can find Eric Cantona in the box here, running into the box, and Pepe trying to cross it in, but good save there from Oliver Kahn, the German goalkeeper, the designated goalkeeper, saves it for Addis right there. And now is Mesut Ozil. Now is Bastian Schweinsteiger. Free kicks being given to Addis. And now boots the ball. Puts the ball in, sorry. Now is Tony Kroos. Now Bastian Schweinsteiger. Now pass it very shortly there, very good. Now trying to give it away there to Cantona, but he couldn't. Now Kahn boots it. Nicola Pepe. Now is Zlatan. Now Cantona controlled the ball here, and it's a second goal. What is going on to Addis right here? They've conceded 2 stupid goals away, and Padres Impact are 2-1 up to the good. And I think Christopher Galter, since he's joined the club in this summer after Unai Emery was sacked, they've done a very good job. They've won 3 wins out of 3 in the first 3 games of the season, it comes down to. And they'll be happy team, they'll be leaving here today. All thanks to Zlatan to pass the ball to Cantona. Then Cantona all the way had a strike from goal, scored it. And what is going on with Addis at the moment? They've been absolutely awful, they've been woeful, they've been. And I think Joachim Löw's got a lot of responsibility to do in the touchline. He knows his expectations is to go and compete for the league title. But Padres, however, get the 2 goals and they're top of the league as it stands. And very good. I know that last season under Unai Emery, Padres had a very good start to the season they had, and they were top of the league around this time of the 3rd match, and then started bottoming things afterwards. So that can still happen still. So we got to bear that in mind if they, struggle at, because we know they've got 35 games after this, and that's way till July when the season finishes. So there's a long way to go in that in our department. Now Cantona here for another goal, and it's a 3rd. What the hell is it playing at? 3-0 against Addis. Addis have been absolutely awful today, and they've gave away another goal away. 3-0 Padres, and Christopher Galter, fair play to his team today. They've played very incredible soccer. Zlatan, Cantona knocking the ball about, giving a lot of danger to Oliver Kahn to whip position where he can stand to save the shot, but he's missed it, and it's gone over him, and it's a goal. 3-0. Defensively, they've been absolutely not great at us. And now here comes Ben Quinn, their new signing, of course, in the summer transfer window, comes on to replace by Ryan James. He did join, of course, from the Division 1 side last season. Had a very good year he did down there in that spell at Brighton Cherries, and now he's signed for Addis Gunners, of course, and this is him now playing them in the first team. Now is Lamar here. Meanwhile, pass ball to Zinedine Zidane. And now Daley Blind. Now Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Lost the ball back now. Here's now to Pepe. Now passes it in now to Zlatan. And he scores 4-0 to Padres Impact. Who expects this goal to happen? Who expects this win to happen for Padres? I thought they'd probably be slightly underdogs today, or might be a fairer game because these two teams are good sides. But Padres have tormented them in the second half, and that will put them top of the PremierLiga. And the best goal difference also occurred to that as well. And they have not even conceded a goal at all. And they've been absolutely woeful. And Zlatan's fought all defenders off of him to score that goal, and that's world class there from Zlatan. And he's done a very good job, he's done there, to get the goal, to get the 4-0 win. We've only got 5 minutes to be played left of the game. This is very enjoyable, this is. 4-0 to Padres Impact it is. Now Bastian Schweinsteiger. Now Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now is Oliver Kahn. That is offside. The referee put his flag up for offside. And that wasn't as great, but there you go. Now Zlatan. That's it. The full-time whistle's officially blown. Addis Gunners have thrashed Padres Impact by 4-0. What a win. They're top of the league after that. Addis have been shocked.
It's officially over. The game is over, and Padres have dominated the matchup and destroyed Addis at home by 4-0. And Padres travelled to Addis here today expecting a hard game, but they found themselves a very easy game because how awful Addis' defence was throughout the whole game. And tell me, what's your thoughts on how the way they played in the second half? First half, it was 0-0. It was all like cliche it was in the first half. Second half, it was very, very appalling for Addis. What's going on with them? I thought realistically, I think defensively, they weren't even great even in the first half, regardless on how if Padres were scoring a goal or not. I think Padres had a lot of chance anyways in the first half, but it was 0-0 because the goalkeeper stopped quite a lot of the shots for Addis, Oliver Kahn. But however, I think they've been literally woeful today, and I just felt realistically the players are not really playing for each other. I don't see it happening on the pitch. I don't know what's happened behind the scenes, if there's an argument with the coaching staff or if there's any arguments between each players, perhaps, maybe, because I just don't see a connection today, and I never seen that at all. And it was a bit of a dull game on Friday night soccer 2 weeks ago when they won 1-0 against Chesapeake Blue Tigers. That game was a bit dull and boring, but something's been said, I think, that Addis' dressing room because of things haven't worked out. I don't think on the pitch things have been awful. I think maybe something wasn't done in training, perhaps. Maybe we'll have to wait and see, but that's awful, that is. And they haven't really played that well in the last, let's say, 4 games into the season. Even in that Champions League against Young Boys, they all obviously won 2-0, but they weren't playing as great in terms of opportunities-wise. But at the same time, there's things have gone wrong, I think, at Addis. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint what it is, but something's gone wrong. And the fans look very angry and all went home in the 20 minutes before the game ended. So very, very heartbreaking in a way for them. Let's talk about Padres. Done well in the first half. Okay, very sharp. Didn't have a goal, of course. Had to wait until the second half. 4-0. What was your thoughts on that? I just felt realistically, Padres were, very sharp. I feel that, Galta's really told the core of the players at the Padres team to really stick together and believe in themselves. And I think he's drilled that into the players, because if they weren't believing each other, then things wouldn't have done as great for the last 5 seasons, missing out on Champions League soccer. But since now they got a new manager in, he's bringing a core of his own methods into this team and drilled it in pre-season and also in the league games, and 3 games straight, and they've won 3 games in a row, and they'll be very, very happy with themselves. They're top of the PremierLiga at the moment. They'll be very happy to be there, and it's a long way to go, of course. We've got 35 games until the end of the season. We've got another, let's say, 9 months until the season ends. So we see a lot of sharpness in Padres' team. It could even fall apart during the season. You just never know. I think momentum could, help them maybe in a few games, and then probably start to go back to their old tricks again. But at the moment, they've done very, very well. They look very sharp. They sound like a team will probably want to compete for the league title this season, the way they played. Absolutely there, Jimmy Hansberg. He said well there. And let's go now to interview the managers. We're going to go now to Joachim Low and also the manager, of course, for Padres, Christopher Galta. Joachim Low, I haven't seen a very poor performance today. 4-0 you lost at home. Fans are angry. Fans are really, really passionate, ranting at your team and even yourself. And they feel that the club is not fit to wear the shirt today because the way they played, and very, very awfully they played. Even they played worse in the first game of the season when you won 1-0 and things weren't creative enough compared to last season. What's gone wrong today in this match? I think that, we weren't good enough. I felt that Padres were very sharp and found opportunities to break us down. It's not good enough. It's not good enough as a club to lose 4-0. It's not good enough for us to lose 2 games in a row. It's not good for us to not play as great. And I think there's some things that I believe that is not right for us to do. If you play for Addis, you don't play like that. And I think that, I apologize to every single supporter at Addis for I let them down as a coach on this team, because we expect a lot better than this. We have big expectations to go and try to win the league or try to compete at some sort of trophy. But that was nowhere near from that. And I really apologize to our fans because they paid their tickets today and they see that rubbish. So I really apologize as a coach to see how the way we play. Things will get better. I do believe that. I know we've got Champions League game, of course, on Wednesday. Away from home, so we have to really be focused on that game as well. But at the same time, we can't be as like we did today. It was awful, we were crap, and it's unacceptable, and we have to take accountable for it. Okay, thank you very much there, King Low. Yeah, thank you. Christopher Galta, incredible result today. You won 4-0 against, of course, Addis Gunners at their home stadium today. You thrashed them. Your team thrashed them 4-0. What a great game your team played. And how do you feel about the whole team, performance today? What do you want to say right now? Well, je m'appelle I'm happy to win another game in the PremierLiga. I know that is early days of the season to get over top about where we are at the moment. We're top of the PremierLiga. I know that. But maybe not for long, because we know that Sporting Sand Lake and also Georgetown City could go above us tomorrow, depending on the goal difference and the result in their game. But at the same time, we have to see what we do as a team, to work hard, to work together, to work as a connected team, to be togetherness in our team, and we got that in the team. And I really stored the aura of belief in the team, and we want to do that. And today we played very, very well. I thought we were very, very sharp. We had chances. We had lots of opportunities on goal. I took off Lacazette at half time, and I put on Ibrahimovic on. And him on the pitch was a big, good way on us to win the game, and we did very, very well because of that. So, bringing him on the team in the halftime, having a goal he scored as well, and also Holloway, Cantona and Pepe and Nicholas Laidana and everybody else performed today because we played very, very well. And I think that there's more chances to go forward on our team, and our performance will be something that we need to look at now going to our next match. So today, good game, fantastic. Let's get to the next chapter now and win our next game next week. Okay, have a good evening, Christopher Gelter, and best of luck for next week's match. Au revoir. Again, but to come here today into this stadium to play Addis is not going to be easy because we know we can't take every game lightly. The matter if we are against a top team, a team who are above us from last season. So we can't take games lightly every game. We got to be consistent, and we have to show passion to win. And if we do that today, then we might perhaps win the whole, of course, the whole game. It'll be good, but we'll see how our team plays. So we'll see. We've got to have a magnificent game and try to win. But it'll be difficult away from home. But I'll try to motivate the players again, like I've done the last 2 games, and see where it takes us into the match. Thank you very much there, Christopher Gelter. Enjoy the game. Jim Appel, thank you. Let's get to the game here today between Addis and also... The official results for Matchday 3 of the PremierLiga. Los Andreas 0, Untitled 2 on Friday. On Saturday, Addis Gunners 0, Padres Impact 4, Goldfield Boys United 3, Parantos 2. Chesterco Blue Tigers 0, RB Newport 1, Warenord 2, Hashtag United 0, Georgington City 1, Hassonfield Terriers 3, Sporting Sand Lake 0, Kings Park Rovers 1, Georgington Red Devils 1, Portsburg United 0, South Coast Rangers 1, Tomato Bees 1, Grasshoppers United 2, Los Andreas Pompey 0. Table as it stands, Padres Impact end Matchday 3 at the top of the table with 9 points, the only team in the league to have a 100% record. Grasshoppers United are second with 7 points. In third place, Inter Taloga with 7 points. And in fourth place, Georgington Red Devils with 7 points. In fifth place, Georgington City with 6 points. And sixth place, Sporting Sand Lake with 6 points. And in seventh place, RB Newport with 6 points. In eighth place, Goldfield Boys United with 6 points. In ninth place is South Coast Rangers with 5 points. And in 10th place is Warenord with 4 points. In 11th place is Kings Park Rovers with 4 points. In 12th place is Tomato Bees with 4 points. In 13th place is Hassonfield Terriers after that win today against Georgington City, famously, actually by upset. They are in 13th place with 3 points. In 4th place is Los Andreas Soccer Club with 3 points. In 15th place is Addis Gunners with 3 points. And in 16th place is Los Andreas Pompey with 3 points. In 17th place is Chesterco Blue Tigers with 1 point. In the relegation playoff places are Portsburg United in 18th with 1 point, and Parantos have lost all 3 games already, this big club Parantos, and they are 19th in the automatic relegation places with 0 points, and in Hashtag United are bottom with 0 points and -5 on goal difference.